Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. All right, so today I'd like to do one on Rachael Morin. She was the attractive blonde who went hiking, walking, running, something to that effect, exercising on the Ma Pa Trail in Maryland, small town. And she was found murdered in a pipe. Looked like a rock was used. Cannot do open casket. Several days went by. Too much time went by. Anyways, they do have DNA on what they believe to be the killer, whom is not the boyfriend, because he did submit his DNA. So apparently he must be cleared. They have the DNA, and it matches a man who's 5'9", 160 pounds, early to mid-20s, and is Hispanic. He's linked to an assault and an invasion, home invasion in LA back in March. And then he showed up. They feel, this is him, they feel it, that he showed up in August killing Rachael. And then, anyways, they really believe it's a random act of violence and a violence of convenience. So I want to find out with the pendulum first. Was he exercising on was he exercising on the path? So let's get some questions down. Was Rachael Morin's killer exercising on the path daily? Was he exercising on the path daily? Was Rachael Morin's killer exercising on the path? Was he exercising on the path? No, he was not. Was Rachael Morin's killer stalking and seeking someone to take out? Was he looking for someone, an opportunity? Yes, he was. Okay, so it was just total opportunity. Did he try to flirt with her or anything like that? Did he try to flirt with her or anything like that? No. Did he just go on the attack? Did he just go on the attack? Yes. Okay. Is it this Hispanic guy linked to the LA case? Is he linked to the LA case? Is it the same guy? Is it the same guy for home invasion and assault in LA? Is it the same guy with the DNA? Yes. Same DNA is the killer of Rachael Morin. The guy is same guy? Yes. Okay. Next questions. Is he a construction worker working on a home? Is he a construction worker doing some construction or work on someone's home? Doing work on someone's home? No. Okay, no. Is he visiting someone? Does he have family there? Does he have a family member there? Family member? No. Okay. Any job? Was he there for any temporary job? Any temporary job position, temporary job position, temporary job, yes. Okay, temporary job, yes. So is he a laborer? Is he a laborer of some kind? A laborer? Yes, he's a laborer. Okay. Does he do any other job besides labor, being a laborer? Any other job besides being a laborer? Any other job besides being a laborer? No. No, so he's a laborer, which has come out as being one of the top type of positions, jobs for a serial killer. So let's get some cards on him. He lacks empathy, and he sent her to heaven. This is the funeral position, and he lacks empathy, which fits in line with psychopaths, sociopaths, antisocials, very psychopathic, no empathy, does not understand the human condition, no conscience. The King of Cups in reverse is completely emotionally unavailable and toxic. He becomes very turbulent with outbursts, very insensitive, and completely manipulates his life. So social mask, cognitive empathy is used, truly doesn't understand the human condition. That's a psychopath. Isn't very liked by people, probably feels hated, probably a lot of self-hatred too, is not kind or at peace with himself. Since he doesn't understand the human emotion, he has to squash it and take it out of other people. That's why they do what they do. And he's sent her to heaven. He sent her to the other side. The Hierophant upright is the stairway to heaven. That's a stairway to heaven, going to the light, right there. So he did that. They just recently had a walk or something along those lines to celebrate her life. Sad. Okay. Let's get what else is under the deck here. Yeah, loss of life. He took her out. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is snuffing out the gift of life. The seed of life, baby, opportunities, sparking, all of that upright. So this guy also subconsciously doesn't like his job. He was there for money. He was also there for money, to make money, but low amount of money. So it was kind of a low, you know, not getting just enough money to pay some bills, but he's basically suffers in debt. He's feeling kind of greedy. A lot of unexpected issues, delays, money setbacks, all of that. So he stayed back. He delayed probably leaving because he wanted to do this. So he stayed probably a little bit longer and created the loss of life as well under the deck. Let's get some more. He's low on money. He doesn't have money. He wants more money for his bank. So I think he was there for a job, but very modest amount. Not a job promotion or anything along those lines. Bad luck, bad karma. Yep, he is he's running low on funds. The money wheel in reverse. Everywhere he goes, basically, he goes in the wrong direction. He's got a negative fate, negative karma. You know, he's bad news. He's bad news. It's the negative truth of events. Negative truth of events that this guy is very toxic, snuffs out life, took her to heaven, lack of empathy. And basically, he's very turbulent, very turbulent, very turbulent. We got two manipulating energies of the male cards. The King of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Cups in reverse. So that makes him incredibly toxic, very dark, very dangerous, emotionally dangerous, energetically dangerous, okay? His energy and his lack of emotions makes him very bad news to kill people. He wants to kill because he can't feel. They kill because they can't feel. I'll repeat that. That's why they do what they do. I'm sending you to heaven because I'm a bad seed. I'm going to take you to heaven. Nothing's going my way. Nothing ever goes my way. So this guy kind of has a victim mindset of why he kills is because he can't have a good life. He wants a good life. He's very money motivated. With this Pentacle card, this is a money card, and this is a money card, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. So he struggles to get by. He financially really struggles to pay bills and get by. And his anger is so bad about it, he's got to take out someone he thinks that possibly thinks they're better than him out of the anger and frustration. The fact that he's not probably getting the approval by women for marriage. He gets turned down. He gets turned down for marriage because he's emotionally lacking and financially lacking. So out of that rage, he's going to take someone out and put him on the other side. So out of rejection from society, not being accepted, too many setbacks, too many unexpected issues, people telling him no to getting married, telling him, no, I'm not giving you a loan. No, I'm not giving you any money. He doesn't have a good, strong father figure. He had a very lousy father figure. Whoever he had as a father was probably very abusive and emotionally abusive as well, which set him down this negative karmic path. Was from his negative childhood. And also, what else can I say here? He would like to honor traditions and family because this is upright. He wants to fit in, but he doesn't fit in. So he's trying to fit in. He's trying to blend in. So he wants to blend in. He blends in pretty good, even though he's a bad seed who's incredibly toxic and manipulating and a complete killing machine. And bad luck, he is going to run out of bad luck. Because his bad luck's going to happen because of his lack of empathy. He's going to screw up. Somewhere along the line, he's going to screw up. Karma will get him, and he will pay. He will definitely pay, for sure. Let me put this here. here, and here. Hopefully you can see all that. There we go. Yeah, I'd put it up higher. Maybe I could put it like that. I'll just do it like that. Okay. And let's start clarifying. Let's clarify the King of Cups in reverse. Lack of emotional empathy. Give me some more on lack of emotional empathy. He has none. He has to go with cognitive, which is fake. It is very platonic. There's nothing real about it. Crash and burn. Given up on life. He cannot chase his dreams. He cannot get what he wants. He mentally feels like giving up. This is a way for him to feel like he can regroup and rest himself. It's just the end of the road. He had to create the end of the road for somebody. She went down the path. She thought that she was focused on her end game of getting victory through, you know, running, doing her things. But he likes to tackle the challenge to create an end game, but create someone to the point of they lose their fight. Lack of empathy, crashing and burning. He splits people. He has a splitting problem. That's black and white thinking. That's a psychological issue. He splits people, black or white. He split her black with the lack of empathy. I'm taking her out because she's probably would never turn me, she would turn me down. This is the kind of woman that would never marry me because I'm not a man of means and I'm just negative karma here and I'm just nothing but bad fate, bad luck. You cross me, you run out of luck. She ran out of luck. It was fated for him to kill her. This was her life, unfortunate life journey to run into this guy. It was very bad luck to run into him. Let's get to the Hierophant card. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Hierophant. Walking away for empowerment. So he's probably asked someone to marry him, and she said no. So that adds to that rejection, and I'm a bad seed. I tried making a proposition, and she told me no, and she walked away out of me for empowerment. He also walked away out of empowerment after he did it. He left. He left town. He's not in Maryland right now. He left. He left, and he's going back to someone that he feels he might be able to develop something. He could possibly have a child because that is a baby card, Ace of Cups. It's also connections. So he left, and he went back to his connections. He could see his mother, his family, fresh hookups, fresh beginnings. So I do what I do. I sent her to heaven. I walked out, and now I'm leaving to go birth love somewhere else. I've got a new emotional focus to go focus on. So I'm going to go do that. So he's chasing love. He wants love, but total rejection. This is a rejected guy. It's why he hates women. Yep, I'm going to go focus on love. Ooh, okay, I'm seeing what this is now. Focusing on love for the phallic symbol. Hot, passionate sex. Relations. It's the phallic symbol, Ace of Wands. So I think he wanted to approach her, but he knew that she would say no because he's a man who does not have financial means. And so I think he just went truly into anger, but his whole thought process is, I wish I could have her. I wish I could propose to her. I wish I could have a girl like that, but she'll turn me down. So I'm going to kill her. Then I'm going to leave the state. And I need to find a lover that I can have sex with. I think he thought about love and sex, starting something new, but they all walk out of his life. So this guy's very wounded and injured. I think he thought about it, but he just went straight into killing mode. He went straight into killing mode here, but it was on his mind because he really wants to fit in with marriage, family, honoring tradition. He's Hispanic. He wants to fit in with his family. He wants the social norm where you honor spiritual, religious, ceremonial. But instead, he killed her. He took her out, caused her funeral, and sent her to spirit. But he does believe in spirit. He is religious. He's got a religious front. He wears a religious hat on his head while he takes people out. So he goes to church. He goes to some church, probably Catholic. More than likely, because the Hispanics are very Catholic. Let's get to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That came out first, and then this came out. So, yeah, he did scorched earth on her. She could never rise up from the ashes. So he put her in a pipe. She couldn't even turn into ashes, but nonetheless, he couldn't get what he wanted. So with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's a sad dance. He knew that what he was doing would create tremendous sadness for her family. Because he is family orientated, he does think about family. even though he does dark, horrific things. Even though he honors his own personal family with love and passion, he can't do it for someone who he thinks is female that would turn him down. So my bad seed, I took her down, and because I'm a bad seed, I'm a bad, I can't grow, I can't germinate myself, I can't change myself, so I took her out. I did a complete tower crashing moment because I was feeling extreme oppression. Because I knew she probably wouldn't want me, and I know I can never get my smug pleasures with her. She'll never have me. I can never get my wish fulfillment with these kind of women. I can never get that contentment and that emotional high point. I can never grow. I can never get the stability and the contentment and satisfaction that other married couples have because I get turned down, and so I take them out because I'm so unhappy, and there's just no end in sight. So since this guy's destroyed, I'm going to destroy others' energy. Now let's get the King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yep, unrequited love. No one wants me because I don't have money. I try to chase women. I try to chase women with my Knight of Pentacles, but they should turn me down. He knows even himself they should turn him down because it's platonic. Whatever connection he has, it's not going to be a real connection. Why? Because he doesn't have emotional empathy. He lacks emotional empathy, so it's platonic love with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So he's platonic. He fakes. He fakes that he probably has money. He fakes that he can love them. It's just fake energy, fake love. They probably turn him down. Once again, getting turned down. They should turn him down because if they do accept him, he's so turbulent and so angry emotionally and such low vibe, and he's such bad luck, bad karma, and he's such a negative conclusion here, a negative closure. He cannot harvest what he wants in life. None of the results are coming in. He feels stuck and trapped. That's why he takes people out. So they should turn me, they really should turn me down. It's unrequited love. Women don't want me. I don't have money. They're not going to accept my love offering. And they probably shouldn't. He knows who he is. He knows what he is. He knows this energy about him. So he knows they should, even if they said yes, I'm going to take him out because I don't actually feel shit for him, okay? It's all fake. So basically, he's an emotional manipulator. He's emotional bad news. He's also has a fear of getting involved because he can never financially take care of him. He's a seducer. He's a one-night stand. He's a cheater. He's a stalker. He cannot ever truly feel like he can propose and get the acceptance because they're going to walk away and go fall in love with someone else and have sex with someone else and not him. So this is where more of the anger and turbulent energy comes from. That pentacle's down. Those pentacles are down and the cups are down. So with the pentacles down, he's very stubborn energy. He's lacking common sense. He's lazy. We got pentacle down, pentacle down. He's lazy. He's careless. He's greedy. He's focused on money. He's got a loss of resources. He cannot get the residual benefits and the resources he's looking for. What does a psychopath want? They want residual benefits. They want the residual benefits of the sex, the love. They can walk away if they want to, but he wants the smug pleasures. He wants the passion. He wants to get lucky in life and money and everything else, but he can't get it. So it's a total lack of residual benefits for him. He feels defeated. He feels defeated, and he's got to go into quiet mode, and then he plans his next move. Four of Swords is feeling completely, utterly defeated and withdrawal. So when he does this horrible stuff, he leaves. He leaves, and he goes into hiding. He goes into hiding, and he prays. This is a prayer card, prayer meditation, because he does have spiritual beliefs. So he goes and he prays. He probably goes and he probably wants to get atonement somewhere. Because this card, after he leaves, he probably flips it because that's the atonement card. I did something I thought it would be greener grass somewhere else, and then here, I screwed up. I did something. I walked away and I screwed up. I need atonement. So I think he tries to get atonement, trying to heal his bad karma. But unfortunately, I don't think it's working because that went there. So he feels defeated. He feels totally destroyed and defeated. He does this involuntary, probably involuntary quarantine period. A lot of solitude, hospital room. He's probably been in psych wards before, more than likely. I think he's been in psych wards before for mood issues, and he could have been in quarantine before for, you know, just a lot of unwanted hospital stays, more than likely, because he gets defeated often because nothing goes right for him. Let's clarify that Four of Swords. Four of Swords also is the coffin card. In some readings, Four of Swords also represents death. Death, recovery, prayer, meditation, healing, plan your next moves. But it is a defeated position. It's aiming for healing and grounding and quieting the mind. But some believe it's also the Four of Swords, kind of like being dead. He put her in a little kind of natural little habitat type of position. So it's bad luck to run into him, because you just might end up in a Four of Swords position where everyone's going to be praying over you, wondering where you're at, you know. So basically, yeah, there's that. So in some of my readings, my Joseph Magi readings, when I used to do Joseph Magi system, the Four of Swords with the regular plain deck is the coffin card. So running into him, running into your path, running into him is definitely a death sentence. I'm going to get the next one. And he has no conscience over it. He doesn't cry. He doesn't weep over it. Lack of conscience. Nine of Swords in reverse is a lack of conscience. So he doesn't feel anything. Any conscience he has, because some antisocials have like a little spark of conscience. It's sort of transactional conscience. Like if you give me something, I'll give you. They can have like flashes of empathy. Flashes if it serves him well. Well, this guy, nah. Whatever empathy he has completely goes into reverse, because he's so unfulfilled, he's so miserable, such negative completions in his life. He's such a coward. He's such a dependent, financially dependent individual, and he cannot adjust to his own behavior. He quiets himself down through prayer after killing someone, and he doesn't cry over it, and knowing full well that his negative rumination is going to come back. This is like a negative rumination, spiral of negative emotions. More than likely, he's going to relapse. He will relapse into negative spiral negative emotions. More than likely, those will come up, because that's what causes his rage and anger to the point of killing. So he more than likely will go back to feeling total spiral of negative emotions. And then he views women as cruel and cold and cutting, and they take me out. They won't even talk to me. They refuse to even have a conversation with me. All women are ruthless and cold, so I'm going to take them out. I'm going to take them off the earth plane here. You ran into me. You did not get lucky. What bad fate for you. So I'm taking you out. I'm defeating you. I don't have a bothered conscience about it, because I think that you're a very cold individual, and I don't like women, period. So he probably had a very cold mother too. More than likely, he probably had a mother who did not defend him against his toxic father. He probably had a toxic mother too. Or the mother could not defend herself and went silent against the very toxic father. So he came from a toxic home, a very spiritual home. But the logic turns to cruelty with him. All logic turns to cruelty with him. He feels all women's logic turns to cruelty, so he has a hatred of women. He's got to bury them and defeat them, and it just doesn't faze him. So let's clarify the Queen of Swords in reverse. How did Rachel feel? How did Rachel feel? How did Rachel feel? During that moment, how did she feel? Three of Pentacles. So she was going to communicate with them. I'll talk to you. Oh, hey, hi. Oh, you're on the trail. Oh, I see we're on the trail together. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Oh, you're on the trail. Oh, we're on the same trail. It's kind of like teamwork makes the dream work. Making the right moves. And then she wasn't sure about him because it came sideways on me. She wasn't sure if this guy could avoid extremes and he was nice and angelic, or was he the devil? Is he nice or is he evil? She wasn't too sure. There was a very brief talk, collaboration. There was a very brief conversation. Very hello, and then this, she wasn't sure, and then this guy went to devil position because he is antisocial and he did take her out and kill her. So he gave her the illusion that he could be safe, but he wasn't. He wasn't safe. The temperance in reverse. He had no patience to even communicate with her. He could not avoid extremes. His life is not in balance, so he wasn't going to allow hers to be in balance. He could not take the middle ground in conversation. He knows he truly, in his everyday life, he cannot control other people. But in this situation, he can control her. He can control her and manipulate her with his devil energy, do everything in excess because the women are turning him down. I can do what I want with her. Very negative outcome. It's a 14 card, so it's a 1 and a 4. So a 1, she'll never have new beginnings and new sparks. I will never have beginnings and new sparks with her. All aces in reverse. So that's no new emotional beginning. You know, that is no new, no hot relationship, going on dates, removing that from her. I'll never have that with her. I'm going to cut her out, Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm going to take her out, even though it's poor logic and poor reasoning, and it's a bad idea. It's dishonest. It's unnoble. It's lying. Could have been some painful words, so that's a sword. And I did the wand, yep, and the pentacle, the swords, the cups. Am I missing anything here? The wands. Did I do the wand? Yeah. So yeah, no new beginnings. No new beginnings. So I'm going to take her out. I'm taking her out because I can't have her. I can't have any beginnings with her. If I can't have beginnings, I'm going to do what I want. No aces. It's out. Total devil energy. The devil, he wanted to enmesh himself with her briefly, and his internal demon took over, which undermines his own existence. He got pleasure from it, hedonism. He got a brief enmeshment, a very sick, twisted fantasy. It's a sick, twisted obsession, an addiction. He probably has addiction issues, drug issues. He wants to tie, bind, kill with those internal demons. He just wants to control and play what he wants to do. So this is someone who figures the women as devils, but really she came upon the devil. Not sure if he was or not, but then after like a quick hello, boom, he went dark. I'm taking her out. Taking her out. She will never juggle resources again. You see those 2 pentacles? That's like the two of pentacles card. She'll never be able to make decisions again. She trying to adapt with her. I'm not going to try to adapt with her. I'm not going to even talk to her that much. Balancing ups and downs of life. She won't have to worry about life anymore. So very short communication with the devil. No conscience. Let's get to the center of the deck. Yep, he went down that path, that journey. So to me, the Fool's Path is like he went down that path, that hiking path. The Ma Pa trail path on the Fool. So he met her on the path, the Fool's Path, literally, figuratively, the Fool's Path. And he, with the star, he saw this shining light on the path. Wow, look at her. She looks like a celebrity. Blonde hair, blue eyes, full lips, chesty fit. Wow, look at that. He liked what he saw that. He thought, wow, there's some hope there for me. So he saw her on the path, the shining light. Wow, I can get her attention, and then I'll send her down the wrong path. End her path, end her journey. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse is basically creating bad news, taking her off that path, the path of life. She was on the path of life to plan her own life, but he took her off the path of life. And basically, she had to give up. She had to submit herself to him. She could not defend herself. Here you have high boundaries. Here you're, you know, this is just wounding someone, okay? You're wounding someone. Here you completely beat them down. So he beat her to death. Here she was able to handle the adversity from the enemy. There was paranoia. She was trying to protect herself from more wounds from him. So there's defense wounds on her. Trying to keep herself together, trying to persevere, to keep running, keep going, get away from the enemy, super wounded, trying to wall herself up and guard herself, but he beat her to death. Beat her to death when he saw that shining star on that path, and he got her off the path of life. She was a loyal, practical individual who was very studious, academic. She was always dependable. So probably he saw her on the path before. She was dependable. She was dependable going on that path. And this particular day, that moment, I'm beating her to death and I'm taking her off her life path. Very bad news came to the family about the shining light, the star in the family, the person who, you know, basically had a positive attitude, had future hope and healing. She had faith in her life. You know, she was on the right path with her life. She felt she was with the right man, going down the right place in her life, happy in her life, glowing up. She was glowing up. He saw that light on that path and he had to extinguish it. Why? Because he's antisocial, no emotional feelings, unrequited, no one would accept love from him. And he sent her to the other side, to the light on the other side. He wanted to take the light on the earth, and extinguish it. Send her to the stairway of heaven. So that's how I see it. And so hopefully they catch him. She just briefly had a hello, and I think it was hello and boom. You know, she probably turned, noticed, hey, you know, probably just one little brief something, and boom, done. That's all it took. Terrible, terrible. Let's go into the next here. Yeah, he cut her out. That's death. Cutting out, it's like surgery card. Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm cutting her out of her life path. And then I'll deal with the consequences later. He debated. He did debate. He thought about it. He probably was watching her and hoping she wouldn't notice. And he knew that her heart chakra would be blocked, which challenged his ego. His ego was on fire. And basically, he's a sexist, jerk, turbulent individual who cannot move obstacles out of his own life. He cannot move obstacles out of his own life because he's not in control of his own life. What happens when someone's not in control of their life? Misery wants company. Misery wants to put other people out. So basically, he probably couldn't succeed in love also because he couldn't stay loyal. He was sort of a sexist jerk with no impact or vision for his own life. He was a tyrant individual, could have erectile dysfunction issues, very ineffective person. He's a bully, dictator. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to your life. I'm dictating you. I'm the dictator. If I say you're going out, you're going out. What do dictators do? They put people down, right? He's a bully. He's a bully who makes very poor judgments. He has no spiritual connection, even though he's a spiritual person and goes to church and likes to put on the spiritual cap, pretending that he's Mr. Religion. He's not. He does it for his family. He does it for the family tree. He has that spiritual look to the family, but he's a killer. He's going to take you out. He's going to take you out because he's insecure and loss of a member of the family. And then people around him lose their family member. That's the family tree, loss of a member of the family there. This also is loss of a family member, but his family think that he's just the greatest guy. His family thinks he's Mr. Spiritual Religious guy, but around him, he takes people out of families. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. What a long reading. Okay, you guys, next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.